Well, hello and welcome back to the Bellicose Nation for one more excursion. Now, my friend, today we're going to kind of do a fun topic. You know, you need those once in a while. Now, there's a long-time bisexual folk singer by the name of Michelle Schacht. Maybe you've heard of her, but probably not. Anyway, she recently committed a cardinal sin against my friends on the left. Now, what is it that the left is always preaching to us about whenever they want to display some kind of offensive art or something like this, such as a crucifix of Christ in that jar of urine or fecal matter painted on the mother of Christ? They not only tell us that we must allow them to do it, but that we must pay them with public funds to do it. And not only that, but hosted in public facilities to be on display. Never mind the taxpayers offended by it. And why? Well, here's what they tell us. Popular speech doesn't need protection. It's controversial and offensive speech, which must be protected at all cost. Unless, of course, it crosses their line. And this is what Michelle Schacht, the folk singer, did the other night. She was doing a live show at the club Yoshish in San Francisco when she let loose with a mini tirade. And she threw out insulting and offensive words towards a group. And who was it? No, not the Catholics. That's perfectly fine. In fact, she would have probably got a standing ovation. The Jews? No, you can attack the Jews now. They're open season, especially on campus. And certainly they weren't offended by her attacking evangelicals or Mormons. Neither that or whites. They're all in season all year long. No, she lit into the gays. And even though she is bisexual herself, or claims she was before, and since gays are adamant that your sexuality can't change, and who am I to argue, she must still be bisexual. And she came out with all this. Now, we can't be sure exactly what this woman said, okay, but it was probably offensive, no doubt about it, but the claims are growing by the hour. And since there was no tape, you know, people are ad-libbing that were in the crowd. But we do know that the lovers of free expression, how did they react? And the defenders of free speech, they pulled the plug on her and they ran her out the door without pay. Oh, I'm not kidding, man. The hypocrisy is so comical and so widespread with this crowd. And no, this wasn't just a momentary overreaction by the crowd. It seems they have even gotten her future playing gigs canceled out as well. I guess they don't want her to speak there either. Now, no doubt she did say something offensive, but big deal. Why are gays exempted from being offended? Isn't this the same crowd? Tell me this. Isn't this the same crowd who preached to the country music industry for refusing to play the Dixie Chicks after they badmouthed the president while overseas? You know, this stuff is just too rich. Now, for sure, we're all laughing at this hypocrisy. But let me tell you something on a serious note. As these people get more and more control over our lives, we are going to see more and more of this anti-freedom spirit taking hold in this country. They are closing in on free speech, on the free exercise of religion with their laws and their programs. They're trying to ban guns at every tragic opportunity. They're on the one hand preaching, it's my body, it's my choice, as they flush their unborn down the toilet, and then they turn around and remove the big gulp from your clutches. Well, let me tell you, Mrs. Schacht, honey, I hope you don't have many bills to pay or kids to feed, because you are done, lady. You're blackballed and you are without work. You will never even get another gig playing in a coffee house again. And trust me, these folks will see to it. These folks are like a mafia, minus the good food. Now, I'm glad you joined in today, and I want to hear your take on this. So go ahead and subscribe and leave a message. This is the Bellicose Nation.